Hello Scorpio, kia ora koutou katoa and welcome to my YouTube channel and or my Facebook page if you've come across this video on Facebook. So let me see. I just want to say hello, I'm Lesley Ormsby for those of you who don't know me, and I do, psychic medium, healer, teacher of spiritual and mystical things and a whole lot of other stuff as well. So too much to go into detail because it's everything evolves as we grow with older, with knowledge, experience, and situations, and bring it all together, and voila. So there's a lot of my stuff is intuitive as well. So and I just encompass everything, and I'm very much spirit led, and drawn to the messages and how they come about for you, and for you, me, everybody. Okay, so anyway, I don't know where I went, but why we interested. I'm just asking Spirit because I haven't been feeling like I want to do that introduction like in the way that I used to. So something is shifting. So you may end up going, for some of you, maybe like a little bit of, go back to the old and blending something in with the new and the now, but for something into going into something newer. So it's kind of like, so something there may be like, it's just jogging your memory, okay? And I feel like for some of you, on saying that, it's about just show that Spirit of just showing like me from where I've come from to where I am now, with the work that I do, not just with these, but all sorts of other things as well. So I'm not a Scorpio, but I'm kind of like, when I do read, it's like I go into that energy of each sign. It's like I feel like I am a Scorpio. So just so that's when I'm saying I, often it will be or we, it'll be because it's because of that, okay? And then sometimes I'll just bring it back to you. So it's probably you personally. So there may be a bit of stuttering there. There may be a little bit of that little thing going on there where they join me, that you're not maybe like stuttering, not accepting, not going there, not seeing yourself as that, or not acknowledging that part of you, of your growth, okay? So it's kind of maybe like hesitant about talking about, because it's like it was really challenging for me to get back out that you with that P word. It's like with going in there and but looking at yourself in a positive way, okay? So I do feel like for a lot of you Scorpio, there's a lot of things that have been happening, who are watching this, that have been happening, and it's like, God, and it's like, lost for words, like kind of. So anyway, I'll go back to my introduction. So you're so welcome. Thank you so much, everybody, for all those of you who have for your thumbs up, the shares, the likes, the comments, and also the donations, okay? So thank you so much for that, for all of them. The other thing is, if you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do that now, or at the end of the video, okay? So, because I am like slowly because this is something that I'm working through, is like going through a shift where these are basically only going to be on YouTube, and where the other content is going more on the Facebook. So but I will be putting these links up on YouTube, and reminders that these videos are available over here to view. Okay, so there's changes like that. So maybe some of you are a little bit are balking a little bit in some movement within your business, within your home, within yourself, and just with you personally, like with yourself, but in your home, there may be a relationship that's that's like parting, and not necessarily like a relationship like breaking up, but there may be some of you may be going into a separation, or maybe coming back into one. So it's not being clear on what is going on there, and maybe a little bit tentative about doing that, either way. I do feel like for some of you, though, there are relationships where, people are moving out of the home, in the sense like children, or you've had people staying with you for whatever reason. The children are leaving because they're growing up, or they've just been staying there and they're going into their own house now, while their other house is being built, and so on. And there may be people, there's all sorts of things going on, and that. So it could be, okay, there's all sorts of things going on. So anyway, they're moving with that. So, oh God, I haven't even finished my spiel yet. So anyway, going back to my introduction spiel. So this just a reminder that to everybody that these messages are general, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So if and it's also a good idea to check out what your other signs are could be saying, to give you, if you are looking for more confirmation, or if something doesn't resonate with you or fully doesn't, check out what your other signs are saying. So this is for Scorpio. So Scorpio, maybe in your sun in your chart, maybe your sun, moon, rising and or Venus sign for you. Okay, so excuse me, if you don't know what your other signs are, astrological signs are connected to you, there is a link in the description box below that will take you to a website that has a free calculator in there, and you can work it out and have a gaze at that, have a little read about other aspects of you that might come out in your night. There'll be a lot of there, I bet. So anyway, the other thing is that I am available to take bookings for readings and or healing sessions, whether it's online or in person, and also property, house clearings and that sort of thing. So there's generally a healing energy that goes through with the house clearings and cleansings as well, on saying that. So anyway, today I'm going to be using the Starman Tarot deck as usual, lately, and my Sacred Earth deck, as well as the Crystal Spirits. So although we'll see what goes there, but definitely this deck. So we'll just see what's coming up. So I also have some other decks here. The angels there that are on board, ready to go. So there may be but maybe there's something going on about you about getting on board with a project, or getting on board with yourself, and like with a project that you've been wanting to do. It's like, and you may be having this little little prompts and that, and little messages, but dropping in here and there, and people might be saying something and saying, well, I wonder why they said that for. I'm going to take this card. This is the Queen of Cups, okay, that's come through. So the Queen of Cups for me is like, she's very much clear about her emotions and in charge of her emotions. Is like she's like she's settled. She knows who she's about more. She's not letting her emotions rule her and be the compass, the driver of the compass, but on an impulsive level. So it's like she's very, because I'm hearing worldly within herself. Okay. Oh gosh. And there's a sense of emotional balance, and she knows what she's feeling. Her intuitive, she knows like what her feelings are about. Her intuition is sharp as, and she's like feeling more, like I say, everything is more balanced and is coming together. So, and with relationships especially, okay, with herself. This is why she's a lot more knowing of who she is, what she is, and walking her walk and talking her talk. And there are emotions around, but they're in check. And they are there as a guide, as a tool to help her to move through life, on her journey with whatever phase she's at now. More so about not just about whatever's going on like right now. Some of you, it will be just that. Others of you will be, there's a few other things that have happened in life, and you're more there now than what you have ever been before. So this is like, so this is the Queen of Cups. So I do feel like that is for you, for not for Scorpio. Okay. Yeah. I do feel like that is for you, Scorpio. I'm just like for the female energy there. Interestingly enough, there is a King of Cups here that's come out, and the Six of Pentacles that's fallen out together. So there is so whether there's a Scorpio male female energy there, and a Scorpio male energy there that's very much in tune with himself and in touch with his emotions as well. So there's a beautiful balance there. Okay, that's really interesting that the two of them should come up. So there could be, like, for both of you, there may be because what I'm hearing, Sue, is that for some of you, is that balance between the masculine and the feminine energy, whichever way you are going with that. So I do feel like, even though this is the Queen of Cups here, that some of you, those of you who are male, this could pertain to you as well. But then because we have the King of Cups is here as well, those of you who are female, this could pertain to you as well. So there may be, which is kind of like where they're talking about like balancing the emotions, balancing the masculine and the feminine energy there. And then we have the Six of Pentacles that come out with the King, with the King of Cups there. So there's something about, money being involved and moving through into the next phase, like energetically as well as financially as well. So it may be that there is a Pisces, that you may be the sole, breadwinner, whether you're a male or a female, that something is shifting for you, okay? Into that, but it's about staying in touch with your emotions, keeping in touch with them, and not letting the emotions rule you or control you with your next move in life, because there seems to be, there's like all these aspects, or because intuition is is really with the water signs is one of the I suppose one of them main traits with Pisces, with Pisces, with Pisces, yep, but with the Cups energy, water sign energy. But I do feel like, there's obviously there's a lot of emotional stuff that's going on, so it's not going into that fantasy space as well. For some of you, it's like, I do feel like there's, we all have a sense in a way, of fantasism as well at times in our lives, but there's something about being, not being at the moment for a lot of you is being in touch with your emotions as well, and not letting them not letting yourself get carried away with them, especially in a way of where that's impulsive, but there's impulsive, for all the wrong reasons basically that you're making. It's like, don't be too much in a rush, making sure that you are making the decision that you're making is not fully based on an emotional basis basically. And if there is emotion attached to it, it's like, is it a healthy emotion? Is it a non-healthy one? Is it this coming from a knee-jerk reaction, or is this coming in, or an emotion or a feeling of that you're running away from something, like an impulsive, not like an impulsive one, but coming from a not so good space in emotion, and on saying that. So it's one thing to be impulsive, but it's like another thing to be like, it's what I'm hearing is spontaneity as well. And so interesting. So the Two of Pentacles. So so there may be something going on financially where it's like you're kind of like starting to see things now, and like feeling like you're able to give and receive now, and things aren't so like upside down because it's in the past. So something is shifting in that way, but not allowing yourself to go there. Because then we have the Two of Pentacles. So there's things that are changing. There may be a little bit of change and versatility that is required. So something is changing, and something is starting to like, you may be balancing finances or money or energy as well. So because there is balancing in the sky, as and there's the Two Pentacles there. So it's kind of like, so you may be juggling or balancing, finances or security or something like that, and maybe feeling a little bit insecure that way. But they're just, but there's something, it's also, this is the beginning of something new. Like the Ace of Pentacles, there's something new that's coming up. Generally, there's like something that's come to you, an idea or a thought or money to begin something new. So this next part is like, okay, how am I going to balance my funds or the fees or whatever it's going on there with you. Interesting. Yeah, so they're just looking, it's gone all quiet, so there's quiet contemplation about what is going on here, okay? So I'm just like seeing what comes up, what is, you know, what is following, what is coming up for Scorpio, with for you for this month, for this week. So today is the 21st of October 2020. And oh, it's taken a little while for it to come out, so I wonder what's going on there. So maybe there's something that you need to be taking a little bit of time and, you know, not rushing things, which has kind of come up before, like taking a little bit of time to peruse, to see what's coming on. So this one, we'll take this one because it feels right. The Ten of Wands, which is really interesting. So there's something moving. It's like something is coming to an end with the Ten of Wands, and there maybe have been some sort of frustration and maybe a lack of motivation in a way, or a lack of movement. So with this, you know, with this, you know, Two of Pentacles there, is like something in all these other cards, which is kind of why you've been a little bit, you know, frustrated or emotional, curious, and, you know, a little bit scattered. And that sort of thing, because of I kind of feel like boundaries and things like that and happenings. It's like, but things are turning around, because this one here, you know, because with that, you know, with that, there's something that's, you know, you've moved through something, so something is there, is moving, is working. But there's something also within that is shifting. That's like you're not carrying the burdens of something else or someone else, or what you used to carry, and which wasn't actually yours in the first place. Not all of it anyway, but a good portion of it was. But it's like now it's like, okay, you're finding that balance with, you know, there's emotional balance with the King and the Queen in there, and you're allowing yourself to move and let that go. And you know, so you can move into the next phase, which is pretty cool. So that's which will actually, you know, allow you to be more, give you more energy, allow you to tap into more energy to get going with these new projects and this new next phase of life in your life. Wow, because I can hear some of yous hearing they're telling me some of yous are moving, and I'm hearing like a physical move and a shift from home as well. So there may have been a hold up for some of yous in the time that it's taken to be able to actually either sell the property or buy a property, find a property. But it's like, you know, things are starting to settle now, if you haven't sold off well soon, okay? But it's just, and it's been like that for a purpose. Okay, the Seven of Wands. So there's something going on there. There's some sort of movement. There's something like I'm hearing, like it's not, oh, where are they going with that? I kind of feel like, you know, there is kind of like back-breaking stuff, but not. It's like something is moving, but it's not breaking your back about it. Because we're not stepping on other people's toes or back. You know, there's something about not, this is where they're talking about just going with the flow of things, taking action, and there's movement in the background, and it is about you taking action too. I feel like part of that, you know, that action is, you know, decluttering. So mentally, emotionally, physically, but also spiritually and soulfully, you know, depending on what is going on. What is the, you know, what is the main thing that's sticking out for you? But definitely emotionally there is like, but I feel like all in all, you are getting on top of your emotions. The Queen of Wands. So she is really like, in her power as well. She's like more knowing and more active in pursuing what it is that she wants to pursue, because she's actually been there and she's accumulated them. So she has that energy of, you know, of knowing exactly what she wants, how she's going to do it. It's like she is, you know, she is the catalyst of creating what it is that she wants to create. She's using, you know, living her purpose basically, or living a life purpose, well, one of them, you know, and there's she's achieved some purposes, and she's like looking at that now with this Wands energy, and it's kind of like bringing in this fire energy now, like what are your goals and setting them, because that's what I'm hearing from her. And she's talking about saying, you know, like setting your goals is to help you bring you on track again, and to help zhuzh up your energy, to help like what is, you know, so it's like you move past things a little bit quicker. So she brings in this fire energy of passion and imagination to help you get through it, to get to the, you know, to help you acclaim your success, basically, not only through others' eyes, but through your own eyes. So she's very ambitious, and she has a lot of strength as well. Now, very spiritual as well, which is connected with you. You're very spiritual as well. So it's like bringing in, you've got her energy as well, that fire energy, that, you know, that momentum or motivation sort of energy too. It's like getting a firecracker up your butt to get moving. Okay, so I kind of want, I do actually want to leave there. I'm not feeling, even though I picked up these cards, I don't feel like I'm drawn to really shuffle them. That something is, because it's like I'm just feeling my energy, and I feel like it's your energy. It's just like going a little bit, like the energy is building up. So it's kind of something is lifting, something is rising, is in moving and shifting. So, and I'm feeling a little bit, so this is about grounding as well, but a little bit light-headed, spacey. So you may be feeling a little bit light-headed and spacey. So it's like drinking water is helps for grounding, and eating when you need to eat. If it's if you feel like you need to eat, then like eating to ground. But also just meditation and connecting with Mother Earth. So there may be changes to your wardrobe. So we're in the middle of switching seasons now, so that kind of makes sense in some ways, but it's more than that. This is about you, you know, like your style might be changing. So allowing yourself to go back into yourself, or maybe you've changed your style of clothing because of financial reasons in the past, or just because you just couldn't find what you want, or you couldn't be bothered shopping and that sort of thing. But I feel like your sense of style is changing. So you may find that you be drawn, or you may be sensing or feeling this is what I would like to wear, and you know, and you may be downsizing as well, which means your wardrobe is going to change. So it may be a goal of yours to downsize your waistline. Sounds familiar? So there's a thing about maybe you've been a bit resistant, so there's something that you need to let go of, okay? Because this card says let go. And those of you, there's this card here that talks about writing or write. So sometimes we've got things on our mind, it's good to get them out. So sometimes it's like, writing is a good way of doing that. But I do feel like there may be, for some of you, it's time to write a letter, okay, to someone. Whether it is to yourself, whether it is to the universe, whether it is to somebody, somebody in spirit. It could be to get something out, but also could be something to somebody else to explain something. And it's about, maybe you've been procrastinating, emailing someone or something about a particular experience or situation, to clear something up. The other thing is, some of you may be like thinking about writing a book or something, or whatever it is. It's like, or a blog, or or something like so. It's maybe I think that maybe just like reminding you of a tool that you maybe tucked away, put away for a bit. But I'm hearing right with you. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there now for you, Scorpio. So we'll see you next Wednesday. And so we see you next Wednesday with lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, and adventure. Also, and prosperity and abundance. We leave you with that. And that is my spiritual team, as well as the Zion energy and the amazing energy of Scorpio. Okay, we'll see you next week. Bye for now.